Hello and welcome to Active Aggression, a new RTS title developed by Eugen Systems and produced by Focus Interactive. This is the VIP beta version out just for this weekend for us to have a look at, get a look at the game, have a look at for any bugs, get a feel of the game and report back on anything we feel we'd like to report back on. Got a kind of limited access to the game. There's no campaign in the VIP beta version, but we do have multiplayer, no skirmish either, and one faction to play and a few maps, but that's going to be enough, and everyone from the wargame community is really excited about this title. And as soon as you open up, you can see you've got your chat. As soon as you're on the load screen here, you've got your chat, and you've got you can contact your friends, you can see who's online. It's already looking good, isn't it, with that in the game right at the start. So as far as options are concerned, all I've done so far is just turn down the music volume so you can hear me. There is music, of course, but I've got it just turned right down at the moment. And you can sort of kind of I'll flick through these, and you can freeze them if you can you can stop them or pause them if you want to have a proper look. So there's your gameplay options there, standard stuff. You've got your controls, which you can bind to the keys to which you want to bind them. Audio we've had a look at, and then you've got your video options you can change if you feel necessary to get the best out of the rig that you're using. So, but the main thing we're going to do today is have a look at the game in motion, have a look at the multiplayer. Now we're going to go create our own game, kind of have a private game just to build some buildings and have a look at the game mechanics before we actually go into battle against some opposition and get absolutely slaughtered probably. So I mean, you can play up to, it's got up to 8 at the moment, although that's not going to be available in the beta version. We're going to be able to play up to 4 players. We're going to put it on private and just create ourselves a room. So here we are in the multiplayer lobby, or sorry, in our room from the multiplayer lobby, and we can see we've got our 1v1 map up here on the right hand side, and we've got our chat box, etc., our friends lists and everything down in below that. I've also got a couple of the maps we could use. We've got a free-for-all map there, and we've also got a 2v2 map, but we're going to start off with the 1v1 map and launch the game and have a look, see what this is all about.
Resources detected.
So this will be our HQ here, where we can build all our stuff. We've got a Humvee scout vehicle with that heavy machine gun on top. You can see the radius in which you can scout. We've already got some resources here. What's this? This is oil, so we've got some oil already. There's different resources in this game. I think there's 4 different resources. We've got gold, which we're producing a little bit at our base already, I saw. Then we've got lots of oil here.
We're going to check this perimeter.
On the other side, if I noticed, yep, we've got something over here. This is that aluminium. So we've got gold being produced at our base. We've got some oil over here, and we've got some aluminium over here. And the other resource I think is rare earth metal. So there's 4 resources you have to gather, and depending on what you kind of want to build,
we're going to check this perimeter.
You know what upgrades you want to put into units, buildings you want to build, stuff like that. You're going to need lots of different types of resources. Now to get the resources, you're going to need to build a refinery. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our base. Now there's 3 different Defcons here. You can see along the bottom of the screen, Defcon 3, Defcon 2, Defcon 1. And from playing Active War, I think Defcon 3, you kind of get certain buildings and stuff like that, certain units. Defcon 2, you get kind of upgraded buildings and better units. And then you go all the way to Defcon 1, where I guess you're going to be getting the big weapons, the super weapons and the anti-super weapons that have been promised in this game. It already feels good, it already looks good. I'd like to maybe zoom out a little bit more, but we'll have to see what happens in that respect.
At your service, sir. I'll collect some samples there.
We need to build a refinery, I guess. So go to Defcon 3 and we've got Field HQ, we've got that. So refinery. Now I think the refineries you have to build over the resources to enable to collect them. So we'll try and collect as many as we can. Can we build it there maybe? Looks good. So we'll build our first refinery. And we'll try and get ourselves some aluminium, and we're also going to need to build,
I'll collect some samples there.
Get some oil. So I'm not sure how to get oil. Let's have a look. Defcon 3. So refinery extracts oil and aluminium. So yeah. So we can put a refinery over the oil, and we can collect oil as well. So again, cover as much as we can, and we'll stick a refinery there, and we'll send
At
our
your service,
jeeps
sir.
Completed.
towards these things, which are banks, I think.
I'll
We'll send
collect
a
some
Humvee
samples
over there. I think this is a bank, and you can see already, and banks get you extra gold if you put units in them. So the banks look like they're already visible on the map at the start. So you don't know where the resources are, but it looks like you know where the banks are. So that must be our... Yeah, he's going to go and build our refinery over there. We've got our refinery here.
Resources detected.
Starting work on. And what I can build in here are extra... That's a tanker. I'm going to gather some resources, I think. Yep. And
Resources
deposit them back
detected.
to our refinery. And I guess we're going to need some storage as well. What we can do though, I think, is build extra... Yeah, we can build some extra trucks. We'll fill that up with trucks. And we'll build... Probably need somewhere to store stuff. Is normally the thing. Defcon 3. LEM, low resilience, stocks, resources and expands based construction zone. Okay, so if it expands the construction zone, maybe we should put these kind of on the edge a little bit. I don't know, this is what I've got to learn and work out. We'll put 4 of them there anyway, and I guess that will store some stuff for us. What else can we build at the start? We can build a barrack, so we'll have one of those. Let's build that just across the road here. Build ourselves a barrack so we can have a look at the units.
Building completed.
So is this starting to gather? Yep, building some refineries
Building
there for
completed.
the oil. So we'll build some more trucks. Although we're going to run out of gold quite soon. Yep, excellent. So we've built our storage up here, so you can see. Oh, look, so you can see it's starting to store stuff there, and these will store everything. I guess they'll store aluminium, they'll store rare earth, and they'll store. So there's different resources in this game
Building
anyway.
completed.
You've got your aluminium, you've got your... I said this already, I don't think so. You've got your oil, and you've got rare earth metals, and gold. So there's 4 different resources. All can be combined in different ways to produce different units, different buildings, different upgrades, and you have to kind of decide which sort of route you're going to go down to try and get a victory. So it's looking good from the oil front here. Plenty of oil there. What else can we do? So let's have a look. Oh, I know. We've got our barracks. Put a little rally point there, and we'll produce some units. So we can upgrade to saws, or we haven't got enough money. We can get ourselves just a normal infantry unit. We've got a javelin anti-tank infantry unit, and we've got Stinger anti-air infantry unit, and we've got a mortar team. So we'll get one of each of those, and we'll have a little look at those. First of all, you can see them building down here. Oh, where's our truck? Ah, ooh,
Survey
we've got some more
team at
resources
your
there. What's
disposal.
that? Rare earth metals. Ah, we've got our last resource, so we'll just send out Humvee. So this is our bank. We'll send our Humvee over here. Where's they gone? I'm sure there was some... So that we can
We're
maybe
gonna
get
check
some
this
rare earth
perimeter.
metals. Because then we'll have all the resources hooked up. So we'll get another refinery maybe up there. Can I click that? Yeah. Oh, that's good. It goes straight to the HQ if you just click on that button there. So we'll get another refinery up here and then close as many resources as we can. Now, one thing here, I think, through reading beforehand, is that you can't put storage next to the refineries away from the base, I think. So that the storage has to be, like these, have to be in the base. So that means you have to protect your supply routes from the refinery where your resources are to your base. So the enemy can attack your resources, they can attack your supply lines that are producing, or they can attack your tankers that are taking resources to and from your base and stuff like that. So that opens more kind of tactical possibilities in the game. So, and of course, as you've got 4 resources as well, you need to gather. You really need to think carefully about where you're going, what you want to build, what resources you want to get, what units you want to build, and stuff like that. And you know, I don't know. I'm not that good at the game yet, so we'll see what happens in that respect. But we've got our truck there heading up to build our other refinery. If we go back to the barracks, we've got our 4 units built. Actually, we'll just go back to the HQ. We'll orientate myself here. So we've got here, got our little
Stinger
infantry.
here.
Oh, that's a Stinger.
I'll redeploy there.
Anti-air. There's our anti-tank. Got our
We're
mortar
ready.
team here. What can we do? We can give order to destroy
Building completed.
targets. Salvo. Smoke.
Barrage on its way.
Nice. But what we're going to do with these
Javelin
guys, we're going to
reporting
put
for
these in the
duty,
bank.
sir.
And where's our bank? Not there. There's our bank. Because if you put units in a bank, they all produce extra gold for you. So we've got 4 units heading over there. We could do with another couple probably, just to get us a bit more gold. So we'll produce 2 more infantry units. Go back to our HQ. There's our barracks. If we produce 2 more infantry units, we'll stick them in the bank as well, so we're getting a bit of gold in. What else can we build? Right, let's have a look. So, of course, we're not going to be fighting in this battle. This is just a first look, having a look at some of the buildings and how the build system works. So you can see there's 3 Defcons, Defcon 3, Defcon 2, Defcon 1. Defcon 3, you can build certain buildings. And then in Defcon 2, once you get that, which, I just restarted, yeah. Defcon 2 there, you can build different buildings, and then Defcon, different buildings and upgraded units and stuff like that. And then Defcon 1, you can build even better buildings, and then I guess the unit wise that's going to be like your nukes and your anti-nukes and your super weapons and your anti-super weapons and things like that. But let's get back to our base, see what else we can build in Defcon 3 first of all. We've got our barracks
Maximum storage
already.
reached.
Machine gun nest, let's have a look at the machine gun nest. We can build one maybe up on the corner here in case we get any enemy coming down there. We'll have a look, see what the machine gun nest, and we can build these things, field generators. Now I know the USA apparently needs a lot of power, and we'll build a few field generators. We'll build a couple of field generators here and on the back here. You can see there's areas here you need to keep clear for going in and out. I'm not sure what these blocks are for here. The crosses and that we'll find out
Building completed.
over the weekend hopefully. But built some power generators now, producing us a bit more power. What else can we do? We can build Defcon 2 now. Let's just have a look what else there is in Defcon 3. Now we've got a field hospital. Let's build a field hospital. See what that looks like. Where can we build that? Can I build over the building? We can build it on. I'll attach it over here. We'll have a look what the field hospital looks like. What else can we build? A logistics centre. Deploys repair vehicles. Allows research base upgrades. Okay. Let's build one of these as well. Stick that there. Have a look at what all these buildings do once they get built, and think, oh, a light vehicles bay. Let's have a look at the vehicles that we can build as well. Stick that. Where can we put that? Here somewhere. I know this isn't probably a very good build if you're, but we're just having a first look to see what we can build. So a couple of buildings going up there.
Completed.
Units, are they in in the bank? Yep, we've got buildings in the bank. Oh no, they're not in the bank. What? Are they still on their way? Oh, they're still on their way. Oh, we did build some extra units, didn't we, to put in the bank, so we'll just send them. Let's go back to our barracks. Where's our dudes? Did I get 3 extra dudes out?
Love this shit.
1 extra dude. Well, we'll send him up to the bank anyway. And you can see these maps are actually really big. I mean, this is just a small 1v1 map. Look at the size of it. It's huge. It is huge. This game, I think, is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. And different than the War Game series as well. I think the War Game series will continue because that's an excellent game, and this game is going to be
storage reached.
amazing as well. But anyway, we've built some more buildings. We've got our hospital here. And in our hospital, what can we do? We can increase probability of making prisoners. Oh yeah, you can put prisoners apparently. Remember from Act of War, you put prisoners in hospitals. If you can capture prisoners, these will kind of be lying around injured and stuff like that on the map. You can capture them, you can put them in your hospital, and they will produce gold for you and work for you. And it looks like you can exchange your prisoners. Yeah, look, you can exchange them for resources, for different resources as well. By the looks of it, superb. And you can produce your what's this? Medical transport helicopter to repair your soldiers. Okay. Now we did build another something else somewhere. What else did we build? Ah, yes, here. What's this? This is our logistics centre, repairs nearby buildings. Okay, so that will repair any buildings that get damaged around and
Maximum
about.
storage reached.
And there's upgrades and things that we can build. Oh, so much stuff to build. Hydro fracking. Increase the exploitation speed of resource fields. Green zone doubles buildings hit points. Deep mining extends the duration of all resource fields. Base projection works as LEM but can be built without distance. Loads and loads of stuff. This game is gonna be amazing. Right. Did we build? Oh, we built the light vehicles, didn't we? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? I can't even see where everything is. Right. No, that was our hospital. Where did we build our light vehicle thing? Oh, is this it? Oh, we built this little machine gun nest. There's that little machine gun nest protecting our base. Yeah, light vehicles bay. Let's have a look at the vehicles. We'll get 3 vehicles out that we can get. There are other vehicles here as well. You've got active radar, all sorts of stuff. Blazers, strikers.
Maximum storage reached.
Oh, wow. Okay, so here's our first vehicle. It's a little Humvee, light transport vehicle, and it can be upgraded, as you can see, as a Gatling gun or a grenade launcher or an anti-tank missile launcher. We've also got, looks like an APC, armoured personnel carrier, can carry units around the place. It's got a heavy machine gun on top. And lastly, we've got the things we can build at the moment. We've got our striker with a mortar in the back. Very nice. That can be upgraded as well, of course. Okay, so back to our HQ, and let's go to Defcon 2 and have a look at some of the buildings and things we can build in Defcon 2. Okay, we've got other things we can build as well. I mean, there's so much stuff to explore. I'm not going to do it all in this video, obviously, but I do want to get up to Defcon 2 and maybe have a peek on Defcon 1 if I can get enough resources. Oh, we need those resources for Defcon 1. We need to get...
Upgrade completed.
I'm sure we had some... Right, why isn't this working?
Maximum storage reached.
We'll have to work that out in a minute. Anyway, so we'll just get back to our base. To work out how to get rid of those. Might have to be a higher Defcon. Have we got enough resources? We can get to Defcon 1 as well, so we'll put Defcon 1 up. Now Defcon 2 looks like we can get a power plant. Generates electricity. Okay, we could also, if we had base projection. Okay, we've got more power plant or field generator. Deploys tech. Oh, hold on, heavy vehicle. Oh, that's an FOB. Stocks resources and expands the base construction zone without proximity. That's really interesting. So we can put an FOB, I guess, anywhere on the map. We'll have to check that out later. We can also
completed.
Get a heavy vehicles bay. Let's have a look at the heavy vehicles. Let's plonk one of them out. We'll have a look at some of the heavier vehicles, see what they look like. Put that there. What else can we get? Helipad. Air control center. Let's grab one of those. Have a look at that. Okay, I'm going to end this video quite soon, so we're just going to have a look at a few of these extra. A phalanx, so that must be kind of another turret type thing to protect. Looks like kind of a Gatling gun to protect your base with. And then Defcon 1, we can build a processing plant. Processes rare earth. So that's what we need for our rare earth elements. So let's just try. So we need a different kind. Oh, hold on. Do I need to put this on the base? So this, I think, goes on the base to process our rare earth. So the rare earth elements, I guess, are taken from where they're gathered and then they're
Building completed.
I guess. Anyway, you know where I'm coming from. So let's have a look at the heavy vehicles. Let's see. Oh, we haven't got enough power, so we're gonna have to build ourselves a bit more, some more power plants, I think. So. So let's go back to Defcon 3 and get ourselves some more electricity. Where should I put these? So the USA apparently do need quite a lot of electricity. So I'll build a few more of these.
Construction impossible.
Just to power up our buildings.
Building completed.
I might delete. Oh no, we're up and running again. Good. So let's have a look. What can we build in here? So this is our heavy vehicles base. So what can we build here? Excalibur.
Building completed.
Oh, here we are. Abrams tanks. 2,000 dosh for that. I might just get an
Building
Abrams tank out and then
completed.
in the video actually. But we can also build NCLOS-Cs and HIMARS, multiple rocket launchers. ATACMS can be upgraded to ATACMS. Very nice indeed. That's going to be a powerful weapon. And we've got Excalibur shells, increase NCLOS-C range, and we've got all different kinds of upgrades and stuff we can do. And then we've got this other building we built here. What's this? Logistics Centre, deploys repair vehicles, allows research base upgrades. So we've got all sorts of stuff here that we can build and upgrade and stuff. Wow, amazing. Then we've got this thing. The Air Control Centre can call in fighters and bombers. So we've got some fighters. We've got lightning. What the hell's that? An F4B lightning. I haven't got a freaking clue what that is. Oh, it's a fighter bomber. Fighter bomber. And we've got air superiority fighter. Is that? Raptor must be the air superiority fighter. And I guess that is pure bomber kind of thing, and we've got upgrades and stuff, and so much stuff. And remember, this is just one faction. The other two factions are completely different to this faction. So absolutely amazing. Okay, and now that we've built, now we've built that, we can see, we can zoom out now. Okay, so you can zoom out further, but you have to have this special building, and then you can move around the map and check it out. Very nice. I'm loving that. That is fantastic. So, wow, this game is looking cool. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. This is just a first look at this game. It's looking really, really impressive. I'm going to be playing it for this weekend, having a look for anything sort of unusual. There are a few bugs in the game still, but it's going to take all weekend just to work out how to use the freaking USA, because I'm such an idiot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. First look at active aggression. The next one I'll post will probably be like a multiplayer game against some opposition. Have a bit of fighting. Have a look at some of the more powerful units, hopefully, as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.